Hey, so Erin Zenware here. My lovely assistant Nissa put up a question asking if people wanted to learn about how to manage stress. And I thought today I would show you something that I find very useful, which is a method for breathing that helps calm the mind down. So this is a Nadi Shuddhi, so it's like a Nadi Shodhana breath, but it's done just ever so slightly differently. So the mudra is different. So I'm going to bend these two fingers here, and I'm going to use the thumb and my third finger to help block the nose. I'm using my right hand, and I'm going to start with a breath out. And so it's a little bit round the other way as well. What you should know about your breathing is that for roughly 20 minutes you breathe through one nostril, and then roughly 20 minutes you breathe through the other nostril, and this goes throughout the day. Because of one side of the brain is stimulated by one side of the body, so it's usually the opposite. So the left side of my brain is stimulated by the right side or stimulates the right side of my body, and therefore breathing through the right nostril stimulates the left side of my brain. So that's my more sort of creative brain. And then my critical and analytical brain is more right side, and so stimulated by hang on, have I got that around the right way? No, other way around. Left side stimulates the right side, which is your creative brain, and right side stimulates your more sort of calculated analytical brain. So as I do this, what I'm doing is helping to balance out anything that may have gotten sort of thrown off by stress. So when we stress breathe, we have a tendency to breathe through our mouths, and we have a tendency to breathe in more and not out enough. So when we want to de-stress, we want to focus on breathing out. And we also want to practice balancing the breathing. You know, it's funny, every time I film, I can just see my phone going crazy with messages right now because I just posted something, I guess. So, tuck this in. These two fingers come in here. I want to try and keep them nice and straight as well. So I'm not just curling the whole hand over, but I'm kind of pulling the knuckles back. And then I'm going to block my right nostril first and use my left nostril to breathe. So I'm going to breathe all the way out. I'm going to breathe in through this nostril. And out through this nostril. And I'm going to focus on all the way out. Then I'm going to hold. And then I'm going to change sides. So that's on the out breath. I breathe in through this nostril. And out through this nostril. I hold the breath out, in through this nostril. Out through this nostril. Hold, in. And out, hold. Now, you would want to do this for 2-3 minutes at a time. You want to start on that left-hand side, finish on the right-hand side, and you also would want to add an count. So you want to start making your breath even on the in, even on the out. I would recommend starting with maybe a 5 count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as you breathe in. 5 as you breathe out, and then a held breath in the middle, maybe 3, 1, 2, 3, and then change sides. You want it to be attainable and comfortable. Your breath will develop over time. You don't want to be kind of gasping for air because you've actually tried to breathe too slowly. But you do want to continually slow it down. So it may be that you start with a 5 breath in and out, a 3 hold, and you end up on an 8, 6, basically, if that makes any sense. So have a good play with this kind of breathing technique. I find as soon as I do a couple of rounds, my whole system has adjusted. So even what I just did now, whilst even trying to teach it, was enough for my brain to sort of start settling almost. You can use this technique when you're at work, you can either do it at your desk if you don't care what people think. If you do care, go to the bathroom and do it. Do it somewhere private. But I use this technique a lot. If you get really good at it, you can actually, which I like to play with this, you can do it without the mudra. So that finger positioning it's got a basis in yoga around how it stimulates your system. So it is actually important. It's not just a weird thing. And actually you'll find that there's nerve endings in the fingertips that actually stimulate different things into your brain. And your hands very much are sensory receptors that feed information into your brain. So this is not, there's actually a lot of science behind why this might actually work. And it is definitely something that a lot of people find very beneficial. So placebo or not, I definitely think it's worth a look to use the mudra correctly as well. If you have more questions about stress, by all means, post them, ask them, go ahead. It was a great question, thank you, Nissa. And if anyone else has any comments to make, please pop them down below. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like and subscribe. Nadi Shuddhi and Nadi Shodhana are very similar breathing techniques. In fact, Nadi Shuddhi is under the subset of Nadi Shodhana. So a lot of people are used to the opposite one where you breathe out and then in and hold with the held breath. This is also a good breathing technique. I personally really like Nadi Shuddhi. I like the idea of people holding the breath out because we so often hold the breath in. So have a great day. That's Erin the Zen Warrior signing out. See you all soon.